Kia ora and welcome to Crafter Arnosaurus. My name's Paula. Today is, I don't even know what day it is now. It's Friday. Anyway, so I'm doing the Dotty Bee challenge with Sally and, yep, having fun. So the next 4 prompts were out yesterday here in New Zealand, so that was Thursday. And so the prompts were: number 5 is Mary, Jolly Season's Greetings. 6 is food. 7 is baubles or ornaments, got that covered. And 8 is carol, songs, etc. And she was like, well, what's your favourite song? And my favourite Christmas song is In the Bleak Midwinter. Not a great one to be doing a Christmas stitch along with. I shouldn't be laughing, but I am. I really do. That is my favourite Christmas carol. It has been ever since I saw it on that program with The Crown. And the king was dying. Remember, he had lung cancer, and he was dying quietly because no one had told him that that's what he was doing. I felt sorry for the poor chap, actually. I was a bit indignant. Why don't they tell him? It's a show, Paula. It's a show. I'm sure he must have. Surely someone would have told him. Surely. They couldn't have been that cruel. Oh, maybe they were. I don't know. And, you know, the community comes and we all know that he is dying. His family doesn't know he's dying. And they sing that lovely song, In the Bleak Midwinter. And that one beautiful voice, it just, you know, the room is quiet. And then that lovely, I think it was a little boy or it could have been a little girl or someone. And they start, In the bleak midwinter, frosty wind made moan. Earth stood hard as iron, water like a stone. Snow had fallen, snow on snow, snow on snow, in the bleak midwinter, long ago. And then another person came in and they both sang together. Our God, heaven cannot hold him, nor earth sustain. Heaven and earth shall flee away when he comes to reign. In the bleak midwinter, a stable place sufficed, the Lord God Almighty, Jesus Christ. And then the whole group sings, angels and archangels may have gathered there. Cherubim and seraphim thronged the air, but his mother only, in her maiden bliss, worshipped the beloved with a kiss. And then the dying king stands up and he sings this last verse. What can I give him, poor as I am? If I were a shepherd, I would bring a lamb. If I were a wise man, I would do my part. Yet what I can give him, give my heart. Oh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful hymn. It was written in 1830, you understand, way before I was born, couple of years. And also it was written by Christina Rossetti, I think her name is. So pretty, so pretty. So our ornament is obviously In the Bleak Midwinter. It's not a very jolly, you know, merry carol, but it's that bleakness that I like, the uncertainty of the earth around it, and then, you know, all you can give. He's not wanting gifts or anything. All he's wanting is your heart. Ergo, I'm going to do a heart. So that is going to be the ornament today. I'm looking for a pair of scissors. I hope you don't mind I read that out to you. If you did, fast forward through it. So here we are. We've got a little heart here. It's so pretty. I quite like doing hearts. Yep, I'm going to do a heart. And on the heart, we will decorate it with the other prompts, which I thought is going to be rather sweet. It'll look nice on the Christmas tree. So there we go. There's my heart. It's not very big at all. Let's see. Here we go. Because it is my favourite Christmas carol, and Sally was saying, "I'll just pick your favourite Christmas carol." I thought, well, that's not very happy, you know. Here he is, dying king. So it's I'd say 13 centimetres across, and from there to wherever it is 10.5. So 10.5. So kind of like the hearts we did for Annie. Kind of, and it reminds me of a bit of my heart that I did. These ones are, yeah, look, that's, see, this is smaller, and look what I've done with that. So that's just a whatnot. I'm sure I can do a lot here. So merry, jolly, kind of that sort of thing. I did think what I would like to do, because this is an ornament, I've got number 7 covered. I've got the carol covered because it's a heart. So I'm going to write on it, hopefully. I haven't got fantastic writing. I see these other people, they do fantastic. I'm not a fantastic writer. I'm a printer. And I think they taught us it in school. And my mum was like, because the teacher said, oh, her writing's terrible. And she was like, when's she ever going to use it? For all we know, Paula could become a doctor. She doesn't need good writing for that. She stuck up for me. Such a lovely mum. And the teacher said one day she's going to regret not being able to write prettily. I hate it when teachers are right. I would love to do fancy writing, but I'm not there. I'm not there. So I'm going to write seasons and then greetings. Now, I've been debating about food. Yeah, I keep on going, oh, it's Christmas food. What does everybody, you know, and I thought I don't really want to put turkey on it, because that to me is Christmas is turkey. Don't really want to put turkey on it. So what am I going to put on the other side? And so it's meant to be food or something. So I'm going to work that out throughout the week. I'm not sure what. But what I would really like to do is maybe it can be a little bit of food down here. A candy cane. Oh, yeah, we might do a candy cane. So I thought it might be neat to have kind of this sort of thing where you stitch it. And, you know, these are the notes you get. And, yeah. I'll put a candy cane here. Why not? There you go. There's me little bits and pieces. So there's a candy cane. It can be red and white. So it just gives me an idea. So there we go. I'll do it red or something. I'm not quite sure. And then I thought what I would do is I will do the notes, the opening notes to In the Bleak Midwinter. So yeah, I don't know what they are off the top of my head. So notes like that with, you know, bits coming up, and I think we can get 2 bars of music. So, you know, I think it's a 4/4 in the Bleak Midwinter, but I could be wrong. I could be steering you all wrong. So I'm just writing notes down. So something like that, but it'll be Bleak Midwinter notes. So I've got a candy cane here. What else is a seasonal food? I'm not sure. You see, I guess people would say a Christmas cake, but I don't really like Christmas cake. A food we have here in New Zealand, which I do like, is pavlova. So I don't know. I'm thinking maybe I make a little pavlova, which is rather obviously it's not a pavlova I've made because there's no dip in it. Try and dip it. And you know, put the strawberries on top kind of thing. So yeah, strawberries, and that's usually what I do for our pavlova. It's got cream on it and it's very yummy. So it's kind of like a meringue, but it's a big one, and it's marshmallowy on the inside. So that's definitely a food. And I guess the other thing is a turkey. So I'll just have to work out, and here and there on this side of the heart I will have food, and here I will have season's greeting. So bauble ornaments, we've got that covered, carols, songs, etc. And this is all based around the songs. So that's what we'll be making this time. So we'll do 2 of these. I'll grab some felt. So let me just, I only bought felt the other day. Hang on. I've got this beside me. So all I need to do is fold it in half and draw around this. Have a little bit of fabric, not a lot, but yeah, you know, just a little bit, and a few other bits and pieces. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll put this down here, across here. That would be rather sweet. So I don't know, should I use the whole thing or just, I think I will use the whole thing. So yep, pin it and I'll cut around it, and then we'll stitch it down. It's lovely. So it's quite sweet, but I need the flower down further for Season's Greetings. I think that's Merry Jolly, yeah, anyway. So it's just food. And I don't know. What do you think? I'll see how it goes. I'll see how it goes. Grab the other heart. Well, I must have another heart. I'm going, grab the other heart, and I'm looking for the other heart now. Maybe put this one on it so it's not as big, and bring it down further would be the idea, because I'm going to use this because then it'll match, it'll be pretty. And I can add a little bit of Christmas to it. But I think this is the one where I will write Season's Greetings. I don't know, I'm wondering now, this might be nice to do Season's Greetings. We could do Season's Greetings. Oh, that would be quite sweet. And then I could add maybe a bit of Pahutakawa at the end coming over. Oh, I really do like the idea of that. So I might just get one of my blue balls, sort that out in a second. So we've definitely sorted that one out. So this is going to be, what was it? So one side had Season's Greeting on, the other side had music, yep, and food, which I'm not sure about the pavlova. I've got the candy cane. Do I need anything more than the candy cane? I'm not sure. So, yep, I'll just cut this one out. Yep. So I need to stitch this down, don't I? And well, I'm going to stitch this one down. I've only got 2 pins. I put my pins in a safe place. So let's stitch those down. And you. Okay, so I have the white thread, which is kind of vitally important, isn't it, for this sort of thing? Oh, it should be cream. Oh, I'm not going to find cream. Goodness knows where I placed cream. Oh, good luck finding that, Paula. Oh dear, oh dear. Just use a little red needle. That's my husband outside. He's putting in the edging all around our front gardens too that I've fixed up. That looks so pretty. I'm going to go and get some planters, and I think I'll be putting some pansies in them and that sort of thing so that they look, and putting them in amongst the plants. It just, to me, it's, I don't know, it seems like a good idea. And I did ask a friend who's living here in Greymouth, is it okay to put planters in amongst, you know, your bits and pieces, because I wasn't really that sure. And she said, no, that's fine. So that's good. But if any of you have got gardening tips, please pass them on. It would be wonderful. So my morning did start off better because I went to my hairdresser. Oh, doesn't my hair look fabulous? I joked to her and I said, oh, I don't think, you know, I've never shown myself, I don't think, but I think I might have in a very early on video. To do that, I'd have to wear makeup. And with my skin condition, I don't want to be wearing makeup. So I don't know. Everyone I see online seems to have makeup on, I think. So I'm very au naturel with my skin condition. You know, I have special moisturizers that I use. And I've got special creams on so I don't get burnt. So yeah, from the UV rays and all that sort of thing. So the last thing I want to do is add more stuff on top of everything like that. And I think ages ago I found this really cool makeup that did suit everything, and then they changed the formula on it, which they seem to do. Why do people change the formula on things? If it's working, it's working. And they changed the formula. Oh, the reaction. So the special skin kind of creamy stuff I have, that reacted with the makeup, and oh my goodness, it was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. It was just like, oh, this is not working for me. So I came out in a horrible rash, and oh dear. So yes. So yeah, so that was a lovely time. And I said to Belinda, you know, my hairdresser, oh, you know, and she said, take a picture and show everyone, for goodness sake, because she has done a marvellous job. I said, oh, I like the mystery of nobody knowing what I look like. Oh, and she was laughing at me. And yeah, so yes. So my husband's nearly finished his list of chores, I think. We've got the wardrobes all being dismantled in my daughter's room. I've ordered the other wardrobe. The garage roof's all fixed, but we're going to get a builder in to look at it. He said he just wondered about it, and the garage door, of course, that needs a professional touch to it, so we'll have to get someone to do that. And so that just left the garden edging, I think, was the last thing on his list. Well, once the bookcase arrives at the warehouse, we'll go and pick that up and build it, because it's one of those flat pack items, I think. Well, fingers crossed it is, otherwise we'll never get it in the car, and we don't have a trailer because we don't have a tow bar. So we'll do all of that, and then I can start organising my cupboard of hoard. I'm calling it cupboard of hoard. That looks gorgeous. And look, there's my stitching at the back, you can just see it. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to film myself doing the other one. I'll come back when I've drawn all of the lovely patterns on that I will be making, and I'll work out how I can do. There we go, my orc container is just hidden over here. That one's all ready to go to be stitched, and I'm just going to go away and I'm going to stitch this one all up. I've written Season's Greetings down here and done some kind of little stitches out so I can see where the Pahutakawa are going. I've written out In a Bleak Midwinter and made a mistake already. I know Liz, I didn't do the candy cane. I don't know. I'll have a think about the candy cane. I'm not sure about the candy cane. I quite like how it is at the moment. So I'm just going through and I'm getting my red out. What shall we start on first? I'm going to do this area over here. So I'm just getting out my, what I call my fancy threads. And there's the yellow, because I need the yellow. It's a bit of a mess. Gosh, Paula, it's a bit of a mess. It's an absolute pigsty. Let's be truthful here. Right, there we go. So we'll start on this side, and for this I'll just do a I don't know what stitch I'll do, but I'll do a stitch. Oh dear, let's just undo this. Nope, undo this. Yes. Oh, making a mess here. Right, that's one. I don't quite know what. There's the other one. Oh, got three here. I'm going to use 3 for this because I can't be blowed pulling it apart. And I'm going to start off with the Pahutakawa. So I guess if I can thread, start off with the Pahutakawa. If I can thread. There we go, threading there. So I've done Pahutakawa before for certain things, and I really enjoy doing it. So all I do for Pahutakawa is just a stitch here from the bottom, a long stitch, and you just go out and you basically work your way. So the Pahutakawa is kind of in a little what would you call it, after I've got that out of there. So it's kind of shaped in a little circle, and they have other bits and pieces there. So what I've already written, I can see is what I've drawn there quickly. It's a little bit off, so I'm just fixing that up. And and I'm just adding it to this. So it's doing those ones there. And I think I'll have, I don't know, I'm trying to, yeah, I'll just come out a little bit here, a bit longer. Okay, so here we are, and we're just doing the Pahutakawa here on the Season's Greeting one, which I'm rather liking quite a bit actually. So I've just made a little kind of semicircle of red stitches, and I'm going to pop on over to here. I think I'd like to thread it through the back a bit, so I just feel like it's too far to pop on over to there. And I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm not going to put any Pahutakawa down here because I want the Season's Greetings all nice and pretty there. All nice and pretty. Do some little ones here at the front coming out. So I will do these two Pahutakawa with you, and I'll carry on doing the rest because I don't think that's going to be very interesting for you. Or I could be wrong. You could find this fascinating. But I don't think so. It's just a quick kind of little longy, you know, just a stitch out. And it's not that bit that to me makes the Pahutakawa. And I like it because I'm using my glittering thread. Love using my glittery thread. I'm just going to do another kind of cluster here of stitches, so it looks like we've got another cluster coming out. And I'm going to do some that are going to the center. They're a bit longer. Just over here. And another long one. I think there. What do you think there? Yep. Right. So there are my red stalks of Pahutakawa. It's a bit difficult getting through there. And now all I need to do is tie this off. It's a bit of a mess back here, but that's okay. It's not too bad. Thread that through. So these three over here, I'll just do exactly the same that I'm doing here. This is an old, if I haven't used this, gosh, this is an old yellow one. How many threads have I got there? I've got 4. I just need 1 thread of this. And at the very end of the Pahutakawa, they have the lovely blossom. And elderly friends have talked about their, I think it's called kamata or kumata. I don't know, my Māori pronunciation is absolutely shocking. So the older person on the marae making Pahutakawa syrup, which they used to make into a kind of a cordial, which they all talk about with great fondness. Great fondness. And it's meant to be, it's, well, from what I understood from these ladies who speak about it, it's a very, very sweet, lovely sweet cordial that's got this lovely flavour to it. And they remember it with great fondness. And the older ladies on the marae, when they went marae visiting, they used to make it for them. And they were very happy. I'm just wondering, that just popped on through, so I'm going now 4 around. Or it might be better to use 2 threads, Paula. I think that's too big. Let's have a look. Oh, no, that's okay. So you just do a, that first one I'm doing 4 on, but the others I'll try and just do 2 on. I feel that should be enough. And you just do little teeny weeny French knots on the end And there's your Bahutakawa. It's so pretty, and especially with the sparkly thread, because I don't know, I think the Bahutakawa blossoms when they come out. Have I got any? I'm looking out the window. I don't think any of the Bahutakawa are actually in blossom at the moment here in Greymouth. So everything's running late this season, and that happens sometimes, you know. But it's been a kind of a weird season anyway. This one I'm just going to do a little stitch out. See how that looks. See, just a little stitch, and I quite like that, so I'm going to put that every so often, just a little stitch. So it's got a teeny weeny little bit of yellow. That to me looks lovely. Every so often I'm going to still do two, because I think that's rather sweet, and that's where the bees haven't been in and eaten all the pollen yet. Yeah, I don't know. Up north they find it really hard to grow Bahutakawa, so it's a big deal up north when you have a Bahutakawa. But down south here, where our Bahutakawa that we've got on our property self-seeded into another log, so yeah. I guess it says something about the temperature and bits and pieces, but I am living where there is a rainforest. And yeah, so I do brag about that quite a bit, I know, but I think that has a big thing to do with it. It's quite, it makes things a little bit different. So I always think of the end of the Bahutakawa kind of having these lovely little polleny sticky things sticking out that look really sweet and little and cute. And that's why I'm doing small ones every so often, so you can just see them. But I want people to know that it's Bahutakawa, so from a distance. Ergo, my whole bits and pieces there with the French knots, which is rather cute. So there's one Bahutakawa, all done. I think it's gorgeous. Season's greetings. What are we going to do that in? Gosh, I'd really love some cool little Christmas thread, you know, reds and greens, but I guess that's not on the card at the moment. I don't think I have anything like that in my little special box. So I'm just going to finish this Bahutakawa off here with you, and then we'll go on to working out how we're going to do the lettering. So I think there we go. So cool. I love it. I'm loving that I can add just a little bit of New Zealand here. I feel like I've got a knot happening somewhere along here. So when you French knot after a while, you should turn your needle upside down so the thread unravels. So I'm just going to do that onto the side of me. So it relaxes the thread again, and it makes it behave a bit better, because at the moment it's not behaving at all. It's doing its own little thing. It's another little bit of yellow here. And a French knot on these last two here, I think I'm going to do. There we go. Oh, I think that really suits it. I do love this. I'm just wondering if I can get a little bit more Bahutakawa over here. I'm not quite sure. But let me look at my threads, because I really want something nice and Christmassy to do season's greetings with. I guess I could use gold. I hadn't thought of that. And thank you for all the helpful comments on the basket that I received. It was greatly appreciated. Greatly appreciated. Let's have a look here. So, well, I've got a green. That could be rather sweet. We could do it in this green. A multicoloured one. Could be rather nice too. I'm liking this, but it's got no green in it. But that looks lovely and cheerful. But it's kind of got orange. I don't want orange on it. It's the wrong colour. I think I'm going to use this green. Let's see. I don't know if it's joined up or what it's doing here. Oops. There was a little bit there. That's not going to be very useful to me. So I just want a bit longer. How many threads should I use? In fact, I'm going to change my needle to a blue one. I'm wondering if I've got a black one close by. I might use all the threads, which I've never done before, but I'm just thinking, oh, that would be lovely, and you could see it from a distance. And look, they all fit through there. That'll look lovely. A little bit different. This could be rather exciting, so we'll see how it goes. I really want it to be able to be seen from a distance. Is what I'm thinking. So we've got an S. Oh, might be a bit too thick. I'm thinking of a split stitch. I'm not quite sure. Oh, no, I do like it. I think I'm going to do the S and the G with 6 threads, and then I'm going to go down to just a few threads. So here, oh. Don't know what that was all about. Most probably because I got too many threads. I mean, and a little bit here. Oh, it's knotted itself. Oh, I quite like that. Okay, there's the S, and I'm going to go and do the G. So let's see how 3 looks, if it's still going to look rather cool and funky. I think it's going to look rather nice. Yeah, I did think, oh, it should be seasons, and this one should be greetings coming down, but I couldn't work it in my head how it would look, and I was like, oh no, it'll just look like the words being greetings have been spelt wrong because we don't read that way. So, oh, I don't know. Oh, that looks rather nice actually. So, hopefully I can start doing the split stitch a little bit better. But there we go. Cleo looks so happy after her groom the other day. She's back to her normal self now, which is so relieving. So yes, that was really, really cool. other than that, the edging's all in the garden, so it's all been done. Jason's been very busy out there, very industrious. So that's good. That's all been done. And now, of course, I want to get my pots and put those in the garden. Now that the edging looks all nicely done, I can start adding some more things in there. Now I can see how the end result is looking. Sometimes I need to see the end result before I can move on or go further along. So yes. Oh, there we go. Well, this is all I'm really doing is a little bit of split stitch here, my Pahutakawa there, so I will carry on with this one in my own free time. Let's have a look at the other one. So we'll just leave that there. Now this has got music notes on it, and music notes are usually black, but because it's a Christmas decoration, I really don't want to do it black, so I will sort this out too. And I know I need to put, it's got to be food on here somewhere. I'm just wondering if I could have like a figgy pudding, if I can get a little button or a bead that looks like a figgy pudding and hang that off the bottom, which I think would be better. So I might do that. I might make a little figgy pudding and hang it off the bottom or something, so you've got something hanging on it. So this here will all be back stitched. I'm not sure what colours. And then that will be all on that side. I'm not sure. I'm not really that sure, so I'm looking at it going, oh, does it need more? So I don't know. I might add a bit of lace or something up in here, so I'll wait until I've stitched it, and then I might add a little bit more to this piece. I was thinking it would be really nice just to have a few pieces of material here and there, so I'm thinking the same thing on this. Even though I've got the Pahutakawa, I've still got places here where I could add a little bit of Christmas material, which is what I think I'm going to end up doing, adding some Christmas material. And then I think I will make a figgy pudding. It just needs to be a small little figgy Christmas pudding hanging down, doesn't it? So should I use that to make a round? Maybe? I think so, yeah. We'll do a circle with this. Let's have a look. There we go. Circle it up. So we kind of got it here. So that will be the bottom, and the next one will need to be a little bit bigger to go over the top of it, I guess. So it's, yeah. There we go. We'll do that one. So I can always cut it off if I... There we go. So I've just made 2 circles. I don't know if this is going to work out. You know, I might not be seeing this. Oh, I don't know. So let's make a Christmas pudding. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. So I with hope in my little heart. I can see the other one's already too big. So, yep. So I just want something to hang off the bottom, and that will be the base of it. Gosh, I need smaller scissors. Where are my smaller scissors? Here they are. Oh dear, oh dear. Here we go. That's a bit better. Right, so we've got that to hang off the bottom of it. Yeah, it's not circular. I know, I've gone all weird now. Something to go over the top. Guess like that. I don't know if it needs to be circular. Oh, I guess it does, and then I could bring it in. Oh, I've got an idea. Oh, I've got an idea. It's going to be awesome. So yes, so I've done a circle, and now I'm going to use my thread. Grab a needle, grabbing a needle, a needle, grabbing a needle. And then all I'm going to do is a gathering stitch, which should be fine. Says I with hope in my little heart So I'm just going to go around like so. Whereas there's the end of it. Like so. Don't pull on that one. So because it's felt, it shouldn't fray. Oh, I'm not sure about this, but in my mind it's making sense. So, you know, I'm running with it. I'm running with it terribly quickly. And I want that one out this way because this will be the wrong side. So I've got that on the wrong side already. So I'll leave that there. And what I should be able to do is go back to where I've started and pull on both ends. Great gusto. And that should make a cute little figgy pudding. Oh, it's going to work. Oh, I'm a genius. Just getting that to around about the same size as this. Yep. And tying it off. Oh, come on, Paula, tie it off. Just pulling it in a bit more, checking it with that. Yep, pulling it in a bit more. Okay, now moving it around a little bit, but I'm putting you there. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think of this beforehand. I think this is going to work beautifully. Just making it into a circle, one hopes. And that goes on the bottom. And I'm going to, with this end that I've knotted, hopefully, I'll just put that other end in. Here we go. And I should be able to stitch her closed. Now, she's not stuffed at the moment, but I think I've got a little bit of stuffing here and there on this room. So I'll actually grab my orts, I feel. Another ort user. Ought to have thought of that beforehand. Where's my little ort container? So as my ort container is just here. Then it's full of orts, It's even got a little bit of material in there, so maybe I think the material is going to be too hard to stuff with, but lots of little orts here. I think that's too many, isn't it? Lots of little orts here. Here we go. Do a little twirly whirly thingy happening there. And if we put this very gently in here, there we go. Our figgy pudding is stuffed with cheer. Oh my goodness, it's working. Oh, I'm a genius. No, I'm not. Oh, it's working. Oh, this is excellent. Oh, I can't believe it. It's like something that Tori would make, I feel, from Cool Cookie Creations. She does a lot of stuff with rather fabulous bits of felt. And she always says, oh, felt's good to do this with and that with. And I've always, oh yeah, Tori, you know, haven't used it fantastically well. But now I feel like I am. Oh, this is so much fun. Making a teeny weeny little ornament that will go under the bigger ornament. Oh, and it's so very light. But that's okay. And it's all stuffed with loveliness, with joy. Oh, look, it is a figgy pudding. It's most probably not a fendidly-astic figging pudding, but it's a figgy pudding for me. It's jolly cool, actually. Yeah, no, I'm liking this. So we'll put the icing on top. Oh, Sally, this is so much fun. Oh my goodness. I don't think the hearts will take very long to finish actually, because it's such a small little project. It's not quite as big as um, the dove, but it is a lot of fun. And look at me making a Christmas pudding. Well, this is the bestest picked Christmas pudding ever. Not that I want to eat one, you understand, because it's got yucky dried fruit in it. But well, that's not true, actually. I do love dried fruit. I love, oh, what do you call it? Rock melon dried. Oh, yum. Rock melon dried, and there was another one I used to love, apricots, dried apricots. But I was never I didn't ever really like that much raisins. So I think that's a big thing in Christmas pudding, isn't it? You have raisins and that sort of thing. Sultanas. Ugh. I wasn't I'd never really liked those. So I used to have friends who'd get these little packets at school, and they would go, oh, would you like one? And I'm like, no. I'm quite happy sitting here eating my, I can't remember what sandwiches we used to get. But they were simple sandwiches, you know. They'd be peanut butter or something like that. It can't have been, I think I was eating peanut butter at that stage, so it could have been just a peanut butter sandwich. And I was quite happy eating a peanut butter sandwich. Mum made the most gorgeous jams. Oh, love a jam sandwich. And in fact, I still love jam. And I've got one jam that I can eat, and it's made here by a lovely lady. I don't make it myself. She makes it with no, I think it's a wild berry that she makes it with, and it's got rhubarb in it. Oh, to die for. Absolutely gorgeous. So I can see a little bit of the sticking out over here. There we go. We'll clip you away. Put you back in the orchard. And look, there is our little figgy pudding. I don't know if it's called a figgy pudding now. I'm not so sure what it's called. Some white. Gosh, I don't know. Isn't it usually kind of, I'm not really sure. I think it's kind of, it's round. So let's have a look here. Okay, so it's round like that, but I think it goes in and out. Kind of like that, isn't it? A little bit. Is that going to, I think that'll fit. And then on top of that we have some leaves, so I need some green, which I've got from last night, so, and some red. Ooh, cool. I might use little, let's see what we can do here first with this. So this will be the inside, because I've got the, I'm sorry, I'm thinking, I've got, I've got my tongue out again. Oh dear. I'm not quite following the lines, but I kind of know what I want to do. So I think it's meant to be like that, where it goes all over the place. I think. I'm not really sure. Something like that. Oh, that looks cute. So I just need my needle, but this time I need white on it. So let's put you in the Ort container. I've lost my little pin cushion. I don't know. My desk is looking a bit messy again. I'll have to clean it. Bit of white. Thread you up. I'm quite excited. I want to see how this pudding's going to come out. There's the end. I guess we'll do 2 threads to hold it in place. I don't know. So I guess we go underneath like so, and we hide that as we go. What do you think? Does that work? think it should work. I might have to go back and cut that. Oh, so cute. Very, very cute actually. I'm quite impressed with myself here. I didn't think I'd do something like this today. And I like that it's kind of all uneven and not straight. Here we go. Oh, I hope I'm recording this. Oh, just all of a sudden I thought, did I turn on the camera? Sorry, I'm really thinking. I know this is so I just need to make 3 little leaves, don't I? Isn't that what I did before? And some little red beads would be rather cool. So not the nicest sewing, because I'm getting a bit impatient with myself and excited to see it finished. So I'm sure you're all loads better than me at doing stuff like this, and thought, oh well, that's wrong, Paula. Especially those of you who eat the pudding, yeah, you'll know it a bit better than I will. So yes, but I think I'm right, it has raisins and that sort of thing. And don't they light it on fire, or is that another one? I don't know. Or is this figgy pudding? I like figs. We grow figs. We've got fig trees. Oh, yummy. A fresh fig. Nothing like a fresh fig. Yummity yum yum. They come out in the autumn here in New Zealand. So I'm just going to go to where I think the middle is, which is kind of around about here. Leaving the thread on. Now, you don't need a lot of this, so I'm just cutting a little bit of the green off that I used on the other one. I just need some little teeny weeny little leaves. So there's a leaf, there's another leaf, there's another leaf. So 3 teeny weeny little leaves, and I will place them on one at a time. That leaf. Sorry, that was a courier with something for my husband, so I don't know if he knows he's bought something, because I don't know, it just looks a bit weird. So there we go. We're just going to go through and back up. Is that going to, oh yep, and we need another leaf of sorts. I know they're not exact, but I'm hoping like crazy it kind of looks enough like it that I can get away with it. Holding that one down and coming out over here. What do you think? And then this last little piece here, I think I want a different kind of shape there. So yeah, now I'm going to become posh on the last one, aren't I? Not too big, but just a little bit different, so it looks a bit more leafy like. There we go. And I'm going to put that one over here. Ooh. And I should be able to place that through. No, that's the angle I want it. And then through here. I'm just coming out this side here. See if I've got them all at the kind of the right angles. I'm not happy with this one over here. I just want it a bit more over this side, so I'm going to see if I can pull it over a bit. Yep, there we go. Ooh, it's getting a little bit tight here, Paula. There. So there's that, and I need to tie it off. Because this thread is getting a little bit small. I'm going to go all the way through to the bottom, pull it through, make it quite taut. So I'll pull on that, making it quite taut, and then see how it pops back inside and you can't see it. Oh, and I just need 3 beads. I'm just going to go get my beads. Okay, I've got 3 buttons, which are 3 beads, sorry, buttons. I think I might probably be a little bit big, but I'm going with it. I found 3, I'm using 3, and that's the end of that. I'm going to use the green thread to thread them through because I can't find red thread. I've got the sparkly red thread there, but I don't want to use sparkly red thread. Oh my goodness. I'm making a mission of it, aren't I? Let's just say that to me. Paulie, you're making a mission of it. It's not a mission at all. So let's have a look. We'll see how these look, and I might get away with it. Or fingers crossed. If I can ever thread it. There we go. Thread the needle. I don't know. Should I double it over? I'm going to double it over because I'm a bit worried about how big the beads are. Which most probably means are the wrong sort of beads for this. Oh dear. But I like the thought of the nice big beady things on top, so I don't know. I didn't think of that, did I? Boff. Go underneath here, see how it is. We'll put one over here. See how big they are. Oh, that's got no hole in it. It's got a big bead with no hole in it. Well, I won't be using that one. Okay, let's try at least one. Here we go. Here's one. Let's have a look. Well, no, I think it looks okay actually. How can I do this? Let's go underneath here and come back up. Because you know I'm going to go through more than once because you're beading. So you do one going through. You've got to do at least 2 to hold it in place. Otherwise, when you go to jump, your beads are going to fall off. Beads and sequins must have more than 1 thread through them. Oh dear, oh dear. That's 1 through. I'm quite happy. Yep. Let's see. Can we get this other one? Yep. I want to go through the other side. Go under and up over, and I need to cut that end off over here. But first of all, we'll just come under and through. Cut that off. Now I think it's 3 little cherry things that you have on top of these puddings. I guess I should look up a picture, but to me this is looking right, so I'm hoping it's right. Maybe it's right. Does it really matter if it's not right? Most probably not. It's a teeny weeny little ornament that will be hanging under a little heart. I just want that to go that way. I'm becoming pickier now in my old age. And through, I want to go through all the, I actually want to, I'm going to go all the way through to the very bottom because I want that in the right place. So to get there I'll have to go like that, and then I'm going to come back up and then come to where I want to come, so to there. I'm going to have to go and find another bead, so let me just grab. Yep, you can't see that. Oh, it looks so cool. Got 2 more beads, and I think this one's got a hole in it, so I can go through. Yep, there we go, going through that one. And I'm hoping like crazy. Oh, look, I can put it right there. So I can come through here. Oh, maybe it should be hiding that white stitch. Yep, it should be. So we'll go through there, come back up through the other side, holding you in place so you're on top, coming through. And what I'd like to do is hold that one over here, so I'm going to put a stitch through over here so it's, the leaf is held where I want it to be. But you can see how versatile this is. The felt can be very, very versatile. So I'm just going over and I'm going to put another stitch over here. Oh, such a cute little figgy pudding. I don't know if that's what they call it or if it's a Christmas pudding. I don't know. See, I know the song Figgy Pudding. I won't go until I get some. So, and I like figs more than I like, I guess a dried fig is a prune. I'm not sure. I need to tie it off somehow. So I'm going to have to come back up towards the beads. Ooh, we're coming up through a bead. That's okay if I come up through a bead. Oh, look, it looks so cute. What do you think? I think it looks adorable. I'm happy to have that hanging underneath. So how are we going to get... I'll have to work out the hanging bit in a little bit. So, yep, I'm not doing that. I guess if I go like that and do that a couple of times, then I could... I don't know. I'm going to tie off, and then I'm going to work out the hanging thing when I comes to hanging it on the heart. I'm not that concerned right this very second about that. So there we go, and I'm going straight down through the middle, out the bottom, and I'm doing exactly the same thing. It's just like when you make teddies, you know, you do this all the time. You pull on it and it all disappears. So let's have a look. And it's made. I'm astonished with myself, to tell you the truth. There we go. The cutest little Christmas pudding. Oh, it's so cute. And that will hang from this lovely heart that I've been making. It'll look so, so cute. It'll hang underneath like so. Oh, season's greetings. I've covered everything now. Where's my little list? Here's my list of things. Season's greetings, I've got that down. Food, woohoo. Bauble or ornament, hello people. Carols, songs, etc. And for songs, this is the whole heart is based around in the bleak midwinter. And I've even got, 2.5 of the opening bars of the song on the back. And I'm just going to add little bits of Christmas fabric here and there, like Susanna does when she does her thing. So just a little grouping here and there. And I will add a little grouping up here too, or something, or some beading. I'm not quite sure. So I'm going to leave the video here today. I really hope you've enjoyed my Dotty B challenge here that I'm doing with everyone there. And if you want to join in, Dotty B, go to her channel, check her out. She's a fantastic lady. Lots of wonderful ideas. And yeah, oh, what a lovely way to finish the day. Oh, I'm very happy. Okay, I'll catch you all later. So from Craft Artosaurus Land, bye everyone. Bye-bye.